Alright, well, let's just work our way out. Again, I regret not having spare warp thingamajiggers, because it would have saved a lot of time if I had one warp gate and could go back to town right now. So that's a mistake. If you ever decide to play this game, make sure you hold on to one or two of those, because that'll save you probably half an hour. If you're speed running, you know, pretty important. They're cheap. It's not like I couldn't afford them. I just used them on frivolous things. Alright, I'll try not to fight everything. Maybe I won't bother with the ice platforming, because it's a lot faster just to take one damage and jump it. It's cool. We'll be fine. Taking 5 damage from walking on fire, you know. I'm pretty sure there's actually boots somewhere that make you immune to fire, like walking on lava. I'm pretty sure there is. Now this room is the top right to go back. We've already done... Yeah, I bet you I missed a treasure chest in this dungeon somewhere. I betcha. I think there's supposed to be like one alternate accessory for each dungeon, basically. So there was like that, in the first one there was the cape that made you walk faster, which would let you avoid the rolling balls. The ice dungeon had the spiked boots, so the ice didn't slow you down. The second dungeon maybe would have had something? I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Volvagia? I liked fighting Volvagia. I played Ocarina of Time a lot, though, so I had, like, pretty well set boss pattern memorized, and could just sort of spam stun lock them all basically to death, to the point where it was kind of silly, honestly. I've never, like, speed run it or anything, but, like, I know I got to the point with Ocarina of Time that the bosses were anything but challenging. Maybe I'll let's play it one day, see if I still remember how to do it. It's been quite a while. I mean, I've actually seen a couple speed runs of Ocarina of Time. There's like some basically glitches that like give you extra double damage sort of always. And then instead of doing jump attacks for max damage, you end up doing like ducking down thrusts or sort of duck stab things. And they kill the bosses in like single cycles rather than multiple cycles of going through the actual pattern. If you haven't seen them, and you remember having a hard time with the bosses, it will really... It'll almost make you feel bad, because they'll kill them in like 10 seconds, and you'll be like, oh, I guess it's not very hard. So I feel like, you know, in case you guys missed it earlier, maybe you guys weren't around, but I did figure out a good way to get level ups. I just have to make sure everyone that comes to the stream is familiar with this strategy. So if you ever decide to play Brain Lord yourself, don't worry about level grinding anywhere except for this area right here. Because anywhere else is going to be slower, 100%. It's not that you need to level grind, but like, I'm really not doing a very good job of showing off all the different types of fairies. I'm sort of just sticking with the two that I like, because I think they're the best. But there's definitely lots of other fairies that do cool stuff. And it takes them a while to level up to the point where they're actually useful. And I almost wish I had the patience to get like the fireball and lightning bolt and all the various attacking type fairies leveled up. Because I know they get different animations and kind of cool looking stuff as they get to really high levels. Because I've done this before as a kid and maxed out all of them. But that does still take a while, even with this pretty efficient little strategy here. Now, I'd like to get, just while I'm talking about it, I'd like to get Dudiga to like level 20, because I'm wondering if that's the max level. Oh, level 19 is the max level. Convenience! So I think now we basically get the maximum attack bonus from Dudiga of 20 damage per hit, which is ridiculous. So there's like a diminishing returns to the grinding, and it doesn't even take long to max out one fairy. And I think now, every time we get an orb, it will be fed to the second fairy, which means we can bring basically the attack fairy out to level up anybody else really quickly. So they don't have to take turns and share the experience yet. So like now, every 4 kills, I think, will be a level up for the healer. And now I don't need to do this, but I know we're basically at the end of the game. And I think there's just one dungeon left to go kill the evil lord, basically. And I wanted to make sure that at least the fairies that I'm going to use are finally, you know, leveled up properly. And, you know, I don't think the game is all that hard necessarily. But one thing this does help is that when we're in the final dungeon, or the final boss, I'll probably have to do a bit less menuing. We can just, you know, we can let the healing fairy heal me because it will do so much healing that it'll cover most of it. In fact, I might not get it to level 19. I mean, that is the max. Maybe I should. I'll get it one more level up, and then we'll go take some damage, and we'll just see if you can... We'll see if I'm happy with how much healing it can pull off. Because it should be considerably faster than what it used to be. So level 16, let's respawn that guy, take some damage. Oh. I might have to unequip my shield. Or just let him stab me in the back. So he's still doing... It's like 1 damage per hit. Except sometimes he does 2 damage, which is strange. Now, my fairy can't quite heal me as quickly as this guy can deal damage, but it's not too far off. And, well, if you've been watching along the live stream, you can definitely tell the difference. And honestly, I don't think it's going to take very long. Let's just get it maxed out. I'm not even sure if the last dungeon drops any experience orbs at all. Like, this could be the last chance we have to level up the fairies anyway. So, why not at least get the 2 that I like leveled up? Technically, if you're trying to min-max, you'd probably be better off going attack and defense fairy, and then just using items to heal. Because it's really not difficult to get, well, I mean, you've got so much money, you can buy unlimited healing items. And, if you have maximum defense, the enemies probably aren't going to deal very much damage anyway, so that's fine. But I always like the regenerating life fairy, basically, because it means I don't have to go into the menu to heal. Alright, that's it. Level 19. That didn't take very long. So the question is, can my fairy heal me up? Well, those guys, let's just break the shield, honestly, because I've got a better shield anyway. Let's just go fight this guy again and break our shield. I'd like... Yeah, you don't even pick the orbs up anymore. I'd like to use the best shield for the final dungeon, the 99 one. So we'll just let this guy break. Or we'll try anyway. Okay, it's broken. Good. So now we can just take damage without having to worry about it. Yeah, this guy still out-damages the fairy's healing a little bit. Actually, I think he interrupts the healing. I think if you take damage between when the fairy sparkles and you sparkle, you actually don't get healed by it. Like, it sort of interrupts the incoming heal. But it's basically constant now, right? Like, hopefully the sound effect isn't too annoying, but essentially it's just, you know, constantly getting regeneration, basically. So, anyway, I figured that was worth showing off. Uh-oh. Yeah, I had a feeling something might happen back in town. So, the villagers kept saying how the town was getting overrun by monsters. And it did get overrun by monsters. I wasn't 100% sure what would happen when I go back to Toronto, but... there's a reason, something triggered in my brain to go level up my fairies. Hey guys, what's happening to town? Yeah, man, I almost died out there. There was those large beetle things, right? They didn't look like goblins, really. Just follow the monster to the Dark World. Easy. Brave, brave Sir Rain. Thanks, Rain. Only you can defeat Forest Demon King's fires. Hurry. Well, one of the girls turned out to be a fairy queen, so the other girl clearly becomes the love interest by de facto. De facto, default, whatever, you know what I mean. It's just, it's the rule. So we'll have to talk to Cashin when we get back. Now, I think, you know, as much as there are monsters everywhere, the town keeps, you know, operational for some reason. You know. Now, if you didn't have this maximum leveled up boomerang fairy thing, I don't think you'd be killing these things in one hit. So that's a little different. But I do want to buy some stuff. And maybe sell some stuff. We'll see. So, like, cheese is not a worthy use of inventory space. Let's, we want meat, we want red orbs and blue orbs. Maybe a couple of mushrooms, a couple antidotes. And I don't need 2 axes. The tomahawk. That's a throwing axe. From Native Americans. Now, there's gonna be a maximum powerful sword. Like, there's gonna be some sort of endgame sword we'll pick up, I'm sure. I don't care about bows. Bows are terrible. Even if it's a cool sounding lightning bow. It's probably not worth it. Alright. It's all cheap, but good. Yeah, so these are those warp gates I ran out of. I'm gonna buy like 4 of them this time. I'm gonna try not to waste them. But like I said, I'm pretty sure it's time for the final dungeon, so you might as well stock up a bit here. What are we at? We've been live for 4.5 hours? Well, normally I was planning on ending the stream around now. But I think we're close enough to the end that we can finish it off, I hope. Everyone's just really lazy. I think that is true in this game. Because there was townfolk before saying that, like, there was a monster attack and they didn't even know about it. They're like, oh, the town was under attack? People were abducted? Crazy, I never knew that. And they're just, you know, living in the arena, getting drunk all day long. But yeah, I mean, look at the tiny little dent that all this purchasing has made on the gold. We can essentially just shop infinitely. Like, there's limited inventory space, but you could spam this stuff as often as you wanted in combat and you'd never run out of money. So, this will be the last one, I think. Probably pretty close to fill up my inventory with items. Yeah, I've got 3 spots left. That's fine. I don't expect we'll have too much problems. Although, because I'm missing like 3 hearts on my max life, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a bit of dungeon to go, and I may have missed a couple secrets along the way, you know. No, he did not get any armor upgrades. I thought he might have some better stuff. I guess these guys never get better stashes. That's too bad. Alright, well, let's go find that final dungeon. I guess, well, I'll check the magic shop, but it's probably time to go. I'm pretty sure oh, this is probably the portal right there, actually. Maybe. I was going to say, I seem to remember the portal being, like, in Vanessa's house for some reason. But I want to check if there's any new spells. Sold out. No more magic. Alright. And, like, I kept saying, like, I sort of remember getting a heart item in here as a kid. But I guess either I messed it up or I just remember wrong. It's possible you put, like, a mushroom in this Because you don't get geckos or anything, but you can buy mushrooms. No, I just wasted on myself. Oh well, worth a try. Maybe I broke one of the jars and got it all ready or something anyway. Anyway, let's continue. Monsters from the demon world. I thought this was related. Maybe I'm just making up memories now, but I thought it had to do with Vanessa for some reason. No. She's fine. She's safe. She got rescued once. We don't have to rescue her ever again. It's a good rule. You can only get kidnapped by monsters once in the game. Okay, so is it literally just pick a hole and jump in it? Yep. Or maybe there's a bunch of holes that take you to different areas below the town. That would be fun. Alright, well we don't need regeneration at the moment. Let's turn the lights on. I wish you could just select an unequipped jade and then use it to... Oh, I remember this area. Alright, this area kind of sucks. I forgot about this one. I've blocked it out. All the holes in town open up different underground areas. And it's another maze, of course. Dang it. I should look up a map. This one's really hard to work through unless you've got a map. Does maybe the goggles? Maybe I wasn't smart enough to use this as a kid. Oh, it doesn't work. Yeah. I'm pretty lost. Oh man, I got no idea where you're supposed to go down here. There's no map. It's all narrow passages with tons of joins and splits. Well, yeah, this could take a while. There could be treasure here, there could be nothing. I think most of these will just connect with the surface. Except... Oh, man. Oh, man. Maybe my memory of it being by Vanessa's house is a tip to use one of the holes near Vanessa's house or something. Maybe. At least the music's nice. It's a little different. You know, it's a nice change of tune. Wow, Dude Knight is sure gonna level up. So this is probably the other side of Vanessa's house. Yeah, so try maybe down and left from here, because didn't check that out. No. There is stuff below here. And this is just going to connect back up with some of the areas I've ran through. Alright, well let's go back to the town. And maybe there's a pit like on the other side of the house, like the southern side, and that's maybe what I was thinking. Trying to hold on to those old childhood memories, but nope. Was there any other pits that are suspicious? I tried that one. Smiley faces for those lights. Nice. Kind of looks like a smiley face. I kind of see a crab instead of a smiley face, but I'll buy it. Well, we'll max out Dude Knight by accident. Ah, poisoned. Yeah, now we can't kill him in one hit because we got poisoned, of course. Well, I'll try to find it legit for a bit longer. But I might have to look up a map or something if this keeps going on for too long. I sort of have a feeling that most of the holes just link up to each other, but like one of the holes leads somewhere different. And I just don't know which one it is. It's like every one of them except one is all just on a circuit sort of loop. And then... oh, I missed that. Oh, well. And then like one of them is in a separate area or something. Maybe. I mean, I could be wrong. Just connect up from there to there. Maybe the arena's got one. I don't know. There's probably nothing in the arena. Well, I mean... No, I think I'd remember if there was, like, a pit that opened up inside one of these areas. It's been closed for a long time, yeah. Literally minutes. Dozens of seconds, even. Or, like, one of the pits wouldn't have appeared until we talked at the inn to our buddies, and then one pit appeared. That's the way to go, or something. I don't know. Nothing's coming to me right now. Just taking wild stabs. Just hoping there's like one hole somewhere that looks a little bigger or something, but I think I've looked everywhere on the main. I have so many seconds. The main area. Felt like this corner would be suspicious too, because there's nothing down here. But well, let's try out a couple more holes. How could there be... like, I went into one of the southernmost holes, and it's like there's a way up that's even further south. Unless this screen just sort of wraps around, like that was actually the top of the screen, because this is all programmed for the Super Nintendo. It's all an infinite loop. I mean, that looked like it almost could have been the way down. I mean, I could try the old take every right turn routine. Slowly map out the whole thing. I feel like that's I found myself a loop. Yeah. That's the trouble with the always turn right path, is if there's loops, you just get stuck. You need your algorithm to be a little bit more complicated than only turn right to fully map it out. Alright, hold on. Time for some hacks, because I'm not going to waste another half an hour trying to figure out the right hole. Brain, Lord, Map, Town, Path to Dark World. Maybe. Let's see. Come on. So, game FAQs, they can save us, right? They're pretty good with stuff like that. Maybe? Wormhole Tunnels map. That looks good. Alright. So the suggestion is, to start this, go to the southeast corner of Toronto, jump in the hole, and then follow the map. So assuming I can get to the right hole... You know what? I think I know where it is just by looking at that. Now that I've spent so much time looping around, it actually doesn't matter what hole you go in. I just haven't followed it to the right corner. I bet you I could get there from any hole now. I just had to look at the map. Once I see how this connects up with the rest of it, I think I know where to go. It's essentially, you have to kind of work your way around clockwise, and then eventually stop on the right side, and then go back sort of up and right from the right corner. Although I may have missed it. Yeah. Well, I've been getting lots of healing items, so let's just burn a couple. In-game character uses the... He calls up Nintendo Power Hotline. That's the real answer. Alright, this is probably the branch I missed. Like, turn right and go up, right? This is it, 100%. Yeah. If you imagine the whole area, the whole floor as kind of a overall a circle with a bunch of entrances split around, you basically have to go clockwise from 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock to about 3 o'clock, follow it right, and then up, and you're here. That's probably the easiest way to explain it. And it should be pretty linear from here on in. It's not even that complicated a dungeon, it's just, you know. I got impatience, my bad. Okay, now I say this is supposed to be pretty linear. It's not looking as linear as I was hoping. But I think I got it, so we're good. Not noticing very much difference with leveling Dude Knight up now, unfortunately. I think it's mostly just the first, like, 3 or 4 levels for Dude Knight that make the big difference. Uh-oh, music. Serious mode! It's time for the final dungeon! How many of these are going to attack me? Yeah, yeah. So everything's metal here, and is considerably stronger than the rest of the game. Alright. Turn that music up. Crank it. I mean, it wouldn't be an Enix game without an epic final dungeon. Alright. Those two are going to wake up. Those two are going to wake up. Alright. Now, keep in mind just how much we've poured into our power. We got maximum bonuses from every power source we could find. We got the maximum leveled fairy. We got, maybe not the maximum damage weapon, but it's pretty close. It's only 6 damage off the max damage weapon. Oh, let's look at the map. At least the maps work now. Alright, so. Yeah. I dig that music, that's good. I don't remember this dungeon very well, to be honest. I mean, I'm sure I made it through before. I don't know. I don't remember it. Luckily, we have enough warp gates. As long as I don't waste them all, we can just warp into town to get to restock and then warp back in if we need to. Hey, look! It's the Fairy Queen. She's a new Fairy Queen. Yeah, you probably could have told us you were the Fairy Queen and we would have helped you out a bit quicker. But it's cool. Platinum Shrine. Alright, that's pretty depressing. I don't like that. Oh, right. I remember these. Disappearing blocks. Yeah. This stuff gets fun in this dungeon, I remember. Okay, let's go this way. It's a good siren outside if you can hear that. It's really, really good. Upgrading the content of this channel. So we're just going to strike out blindly into the dungeon for now. And I'll do more mapping if I need to. Yeah, I knew you were real. I could tell. Try to trick me. Alright, alright. Alright, alright. It's the room of leg. Get them all? This guy. Respond. Still taking like 5 hits. That's pretty serious. It's not really fair that they're apparently invincible until they hit you. Well, I feel a little bit bad about maxing out the level of all my fairies before I came here, because clearly we're still getting experience, unlike the Ice Castle, but, oh well. I need the healing fairy and the attack fairy. You can tell. The Dark Zone is ahead. Uh-oh. Entropy power. That sounds bad. I don't remember for sure, Left Mew. I think it did, but maybe not. Now, this area, I believe the Light Fairy doesn't even work. So you just sort of randomly work your way through there, and I'm hoping I don't have to do that right now, because I would rather not. I'm pretty sure it was always laggy. But I was a kid at the time when I first played it, and it just didn't... That kind of stuff didn't bother me. It could be emulator related. It's certainly not like my CPU is maxed out here, so it's not that. But sometimes the emulators have problems with certain aspects. But honestly, usually they're pretty faithful to the original game. Nowadays, anyway. Puzzles! Much better than entropy. Somewhere... Okay, yeah. Gotta give me a hint. The sun of life will sink into the western sea forever. The immobile star of the gods will stand silently in the northern sky. Eventually, the sun of oblivion will rise from the eastern mountains. The world will be in flames, and the southern land will turn to ash. So I think it sounded like west, north, east, south to me. Bam. So good. My brain is so freaking big. Nice. So we used to have a helmet that gave us 10 defense. Yeah, 10. And now we get the platinum helmet. It looks just like the old iron helmet. Not nearly as cool, but it's got magic, so it's probably better. Probably the best helmet. I think you just get a full set of platinum gear, platinum helmet, armor, and sword. It's probably what you get here at the end. Alright, now, I probably should still go to the entropy zone, but I'm going to go explore everything else I can access and save that for last. On the hope that maybe we'll get a tip on how to get through it somewhere. But a completely dark area you have to stumble your way around through randomly. Oh. I'm pretty sure you can make that jump, though. But yeah, having to stumble my way through a essentially completely dark area is not something I'm looking forward to. Okay, let's just go the long way and be safe. Alright, so this door is locked. I don't have any keys. But we haven't been this way yet. Am I interested in Monster Hunter? I have played Monster Hunter Tri for the Wii for quite a long time, and Monster Hunter 4U. Dang it. On the 3DS. So yes, I've played a fair bit of Monster Hunter. Double dang it. I don't have any keys, do I? I got 3 locked doors and no keys. There's a spell. I don't think we have it yet. I'm pretty sure there's a spell that makes platforms in the darkness. Like how the ice spell made platforms in the fire. It's probably Phaser, actually. I'm nodding my head because I'm agreeing with myself. So yeah. There's a, what's it called? I forget the name of it exactly, but there's a free-to-play Monster Hunter-like game on the PC that I've been thinking about trying, but it's mostly like most of the big Monster Hunter titles are on handhelds, and I don't like playing them on the handhelds. I like the big screen. It's a lot easier to control, in my opinion. But yeah, no, I like those games. They're cool. All right, let's entropy it. Let's go this way. At least you can tell if you're walking or not. Let's go this way. And this way. And this way. Oh, almost made it to something. Nope. Alright, chitter, squirrel. See you next time. Thanks for watching all that. Have a great day. This is really fun. This is almost as good as the Silent Stones. Alright, we made it to a door. Success! How did you make it through that? That's impossible. More? Uh-oh. I wonder if I should leave those guys alone so I can see where they walked out of. Trying to map mazes out in the darkness is really, really good. At least we got some cool electric guitar music, right? Uh-huh. Well, there's something over there. Alright, give me something. I am despairing, that is true. That'll just take me back here. Unless this is different. No. Unless there's multiple signs with the same message. Huh. I feel like that's kind of a rectangular room, but I'm not sure it connects to anything. Yeah, I think it's just a rectangle with nothing in it. I'm not sure this is helping a whole lot by having them follow me around, but it's something. Oh, hey, we got some treasure! It's a key! Okay, tell you what though, again, I'm sorry to break immersion here. I'm just gonna pull up some maps. It's just, I hate this place so much. Platinum Shrine map. Alright. Wow, this is a huge dungeon. Holy smokes. So yeah, where are we? We're in, sorry, just a second. This is like a larger map than I was expecting. It's gonna take me a bit to even figure out where I am. I got the silence key. Where is that? Holy smokes. There's like 24 items in this dungeon. I'm not even kidding. 24 items. Silence key. Silence key. Number 3. Number 3 is here. Okay. I think that's all that's in this dark zone. Because I'm in like second area of the dark zone. X-ray scope, does that work? I didn't even think of that. Does that actually work? I figured it wouldn't work. Because it doesn't really work. I mean, it shows you where you are, but you can't see the walls. I guess it helps, because it gives you an idea of where to go. So that's better than nothing, but, like, yeah. I need to go to the up and right, and then back down to get out of here. And that's what the real map helps out with. I just didn't want to be bashing my head into walls for too much longer. I'm still lost. Oh, shucks. So usually when I'm walking like this, I'm also holding down or right, or both of them, so that if I do hit a path, I will walk into it, basically. Alright, yeah, this is gonna take forever. Let me just cheat hack a little bit. It's up and right. Okay, I see what I'm missing. If I basically walk up and right, I'll eventually get to a corner, and then I can go down until I hit a wall, and then left and down, and I'll get out of here. It's not very complicated. It's just because you can't see, you probably think it's more complicated than it actually is. Yeah, that's where it hit. Okay. Alright, so that was all that was behind that room. So that was like dark room number 2. But there is a way to the other 2 doors in this dark room, and I want to figure out how to get there. They're not particularly difficult. Like, I'm looking at the map right now. It's just, it's a bit windy. We're going to go to the right first and then the left. Because, in fact, that left door is locked, and that's the one we needed the key to get to anyway, so. It's just windy is all. Oh, I could try to use emulator cheats. Yeah, that's a good point. I generally don't do that, but that was a terrible treasure. Let's see if it works. We'll test that out. Layers. Not this time. It's built in. Like, the walls are literally invisible. There's not a dark filter that's covering up the walls. It's, unfortunately, not going to work. Good idea, though. Good idea. That works in some games. Alright, then it's just a matter of fighting my way left. And I think that's a little bit further down and then left or something. I mean, like, I'm sure I've done this before without using a walkthrough map, but, like, I mean, we got limited time here on the live stream, right? Like, shoot, I missed it again. I don't know where the exact hook in is. Yeah, this is an easy one to miss. I see the wiggly wogglies on the map here. It's like there's one little hallway path up, and I think I got it that time. But like there's little dead ends. Like if you walk all the way to the end, you get stuck, and you have to go back a little bit and then right or left. So it's really easy to get stuck. Hoping I lined it up. No, I still don't think that's lined up. Shoot. Alright. Maybe it'll be easier if I just start literally from here and then follow the gut map. Because, like, this is... Feel free to have a look at Game FAQs of the map for the Platinum Shrine. You'll see what I'm doing here. If I go all the way to the left... and then move up, I'll get stuck. But then if I go down and right a little bit and up, I should make it. Freaking game. Okay, I hit a wall. If I move up, it'll be like 2 steps and stuck, and I can't go anywhere. But if I go down a little bit, I can move right, and I'm on a wall again. Move a little bit further right, and I'm moving up. And if I just catch it and keep going... we'll eventually make it. Holy smokes! Oh, okay. It wasn't even very complicated. It's just like, because there's so many sort of dead ends, it's really hard to guess in the dark. Man, I'm glad I didn't have to do that one again, because we've got Google nowadays. Oh, I have no inventory, actually. I'm completely full. I should clear up a little bit of space so that if we pick up items, I don't know what happens if you have no space left. It probably just, like, the chest probably tells you to throw something away. Honestly, I don't use the cape herbs hardly ever, so... I may have gone a little bit crazy in town buying extra stuff. Alright. Hopefully not too many more dark rooms. Castle key. Now that'll be one of the keys we need to progress. And that's 2 dark rooms out of the way, assuming I can get out of here. Alright, escape wasn't too bad. The traps were all set for you going inwards rather than outwards. There'll probably be another dark or entropy or something. I wouldn't be surprised. But at least that one's done. We got everything. Because I used the map, I know I didn't miss anything. And that's half the difference, really. Is I like to know that I'm done an area, so I don't have to worry about coming back when I'm doing a Let's Play. Because the backtracking is extra time killing. And then now we're down with the lag hallway as well. Alright, castle key, go. I was probably just like... I don't know why, I had to try. When I was a kid, I was probably just like enraptured by the music. I'm like, yeah, get down. And I didn't care if I was stuck in the blackness for a whole 5 hours. That's a lie. To be honest, I was probably like... Because I was so limited for gaming time as a kid, it's like... I was probably stuck in the dungeon, and then Mum was like, "You got 10 minutes, and then it's dinner time," or whatever, you know, as parents do. And then freaking out, trying to leave the game on pause and turn the TV off, but not the console, so I could come back the next day or whatever. All right, it's one of the ones at the left path. It's cool. Nothing can beat the power of game FAQs maps. Can't slow me down. I'm glad that the inventory narrator thinks that the key is used on the 2nd floor. It was thought to be used there. Well, that's not going to work. Alright, what are these things? Okay. That was a little jump rather than a big jump. Oh, that was a diagonal jump instead of a straight jump. I'm really good at video games. What's going on? I did not even press down. Wonder if my controller's messing up or something. That one felt like something's glitching out. I didn't press down. Or maybe are these guys gravitational? They are! Oh, that is mean! It's not my controller. The enemies cheat. They pull you in. That is really rude. I didn't remember that at all. Yeah, suddenly your parents just changed the channel. You're like, uh-oh. Usually it was fine, but like on the old NES dusty cartridges, every now and then, you'd come back like 24 hours later and the game would be frozen or glitched out. You'd be like, no save. No save file. Alright, but we got our key. Let's try out the next door. The key is rotting and falling apart. Good thing it still works. Be prepared for disappointment. Alright, so we got gravity, sucky-any jerk enemies, and lots of jumping. Oh, that's gonna be good. I made it. We're safe. Ah, oh boy, the range on that is huge. Holy cow. I don't have time to fight it. I have to run. If it sucks me in, I'm dead. Well, you know what I mean. Alright, we got it. We're good. The Spirit Key. To be honest, I would have been surprised if that room would have taken normally more than one try, so that was a little bit of good luck, I think. Well, as far as I know, there's only one locked door left that we can access. Spirit of Goblins, hey? Every time I enter one of these rooms, I'm half expecting it to turn totally black, pitch dark. Not even sure why I'm killing enemies now, anyway. I don't need the gold. Can't get any more experience for the fairies I like to use. Oh well. You can live. Ah, that's why I kill the enemies. It's to reduce lag. Simple. It all makes sense now. Oh, I should be trying out more magic. I know, I'm habitually terrible at using magic. Probably because it doesn't do much damage. At least, this magic doesn't do much damage. Let's try sound waves. Yeah, look at that. Probably did like half the damage your boomerang does. Try again. I mean, I'll just prove for you guys that the actual magic spells are terrible. This'll work. It's kind of neat. Probably not as good as Magic Missile, honestly. Hey, Barness! How'd you get this far, man? This has been a tough dungeon. Alright, got another save point. We can warp here. Not like it really makes too much difference. Alright. Let's see the amazing damage of the bounce spell. It does not feel like it significantly damaged my enemies. Let's try the ghost spell. Alright, well there's a lot of rooms here. We'll try this one first. I'm not looking at the walkthrough right now. You know, I gotta do it fair until I get stuck and angry. Oh, not good. Nope. There's nowhere to... That was a dead end. Please don't suck me in. It's PG rated live stream. PG! Okay, we're good. As long as I don't go the wrong direction. Ah! It's fine. Okay, you know what? You know what? You're gonna be like that. You're gonna give me a room like this. Oh, such a good boomerang throw. Look at that. Professional level gaming here today, guys. If I push it over, if I push it over, I can't fix it. Alright, we're good. I figured I could make the jump, but had that moment of self-doubt. Alright, we got another key. To be fair, this room hasn't gone too badly. I was just a little bit paranoid, that's all. And the live stream has been going on for longer than I expected, so we're about an hour and a half overtime already, so start getting a little bit you start making a little bit more mistakes, I guess. Even time is controlled by darkness. Yeah, 5.5 hours is nothing in the dark, in the void. I'm supposed to be showing off this ghost spell. Pretty spooky, I bet. None of these guys are waking up. Alright. Okay. Oh, teleport puzzles. These are always fun. Especially when there's a big, long animation for the teleportation effect. There's not too many permutations here that are going to be possible. Theoretically. Unless you have to, like, go back on the same one and then go somewhere different. I hate it when that's the way the puzzles work, where, like, it's different directions. Like, you get to a different area going back the same way you came, kind of thing. Yeah. Alright, we made it. It only took a little bit of sanity. So if you jumped properly, even if the whole path was disintegrating, you could leave a path for you to go back on. But I think I know what's in this room. I sort of recognize this. If I can just make it here. That's not what I expected, but sure, it's great. Now, there's no way out of here. Like, I could have left myself a path, but I did not. Okay, well, let's see if the armor's better. So, +5 defense for the fat armor. Cool. It's great. It has great value. I think that's about maxed out for defense. I think. Alright, let's teleport my way home. Eventually. Eventually, I know you don't have to do these puzzles to get around. Or, well, whenever there's black space, anyway. Alright, let's prep for some ghost attacks. Bam! Wait a second! What kind of ghost is that? I mean, it doesn't do any damage, but, like, that's way better than just a boring ghost. It's like seeking laser missile attack. I mean, it really doesn't seem to do any damage at all. It's Snake! It is totally the Snake attack. It just lasts forever, too. It might be the best spell yet. I don't think it does enough damage to be very good. But, like, as long as you don't cut it off screen, it seems to just bounce around forever. Like, that's pretty good, actually. Ghost. Not what I expected. You seem pretty healthy there, Rain. Yeah, it's totally the Snake. Well, we'll keep trying out different spells, because some of them are maybe not as bad as I originally thought. I remember the ultimate spell, Phaser, being the actually good one. The problem is, I don't think magic damage is tied to your weapon damage, so it doesn't really get better as you get further on in the game, like your attack will. So, like, the normal attack that charges quick, it's nice and all, but I don't think it does enough damage. Compared to your boomerang, it's just inconsequential amounts of damage. I think magic missiles, it's like 3 of these kind of things. And then, I haven't really used the shield yet, so shield it up. Oh, hey guys. Everyone's been injured, apparently. You guys should have invested in a life fairy. Oh. Yes! He was just holding out on us with the ultimate magic of the game. Well, now you can die in peace, I guess. Oh, man. Farewell, old man. Oh, seriously? I actually didn't think he'd die. Oh. Never mind. It looked like he died.